It's something I've thought about a huge amount. What was it that made Margot so special? I think it was a combination of many things.
Margot Fonteyn was a source of inspiration when I was growing up as a young dancer.
She was so humble, she was so dedicated to her work, she didn't stick out as anybody special, she just worked very, very quietly and very, very directly. But when she came on stage, she just changed personalities, she transformed that audience.
She just had this sparkle, and you noticed that straight away.
Perfect technique, crystalline, musicality.
She was, for me, the ultimate ballerina.
It's this ability to communicate with the audience, to transform everybody's feelings to another place. An amazing artist.
You felt that you couldn't take your eyes off her. She just commanded your attention. She was like a magnet. Plus the fact that she was such an extraordinary role model for all of us. She set a standard for how you applied yourself, and she had the most wonderful sense of humor. So she could have a really good giggle, and I think that was a way she let off steam. So she was a huge part of my professional life.
It was such an exciting experience having Margot Fonteyn there on the day to present this award to me. And in fact, I have come across some old diaries that I wrote at that time about my day and my experience of what was then called the Adeline Genie competition. Guess who the judges were? 1, Dame Margot Fonteyn. 2, David Wall. 3, Pamela May. And 4, Phyllis Bedells. What a combination! ! How lucky could I be to have the honour of Margot Fonteyn judging? Knowing that she was judging made me dance even better, I think. Anyway, finally the gold medal was called out, and it went to number 2, me. I kissed her when she gave me the medal. Although I was relieved it was over, I couldn't sleep much that night. I felt very happy. I was glad that directors and important people saw me today. What will my future bring?
I did have the great privilege of being coached by Margot for the Firebird, but it was only 1 hour, giving us the feelings that she used to have and the feelings that she got from Cassavna.
Dame Margot Fonteyn taught the role to Monica Mason, and Monica Mason taught the role to me, and that passing down is paramount and incredible, and it makes you feel like you have a link with the past.
Leanne Benjamin was one of the most wonderful dancers to work with, always. I think that what she was thrilled to have was the line travelling through from Cassavna to Fonteyn to myself and then on to her. She loved the idea that there was a link with the past.
I did get coached by Margot Fonteyn when I was 20 years old, and I was doing my first Swan Lake with the Royal Ballet Company. And it was, gosh, like a dream come true to think an artist of her, stature and what she meant to ballet, to have her on my own in a studio with her was extraordinary, and I will never forget it. And I was terrified, thinking that she was going to rip me to shreds on my ability and technique and things like that, but it wasn't. It was so much about how the story has to be told. Every step, basically, had to have a meaning.
The memory of her has stayed forever, and I hope I will always have that memory of her.